because this will allow us to distribute the power to different locations. So we can take our positive and our negative and connect them in here, and then anything else that needs operational power can pull it, 5-volt operational power can pull it from this. Because when you connect a positive here and a negative here, it powers all these little points, all these little connections. And then the difference on this board, of course, and we went over this in our breadboard talk, but the difference on this board is that when you put power in one of these, it powers the row, and it only powers this row. It doesn't power this row. Here are these strips of these little clips, and so they conduct the power all the way across. So we're going to trim down our power strip, which is part of the breadboard. We're going to cut it, I think, right here, so that we can fit it in front of the Arduino. And connect it to the surface here. Now, as you cut through it, you're going to want to hold it on the bottom because there's metal clips on the inside, and as you're pushing down with a hacksaw, they'll pop out, and you want to make sure you can cut straight through those. Okay, so now we're ready to just file this off, clean up the edges a little bit here. And we're just using a standard file for that. Alright, so now we have our piece. It's got 3 sections in it, and that's going to distribute our power. Let's see how it fits. Well, space is at a premium here. Now that we've trimmed down our piece of our breadboard, we're going to take the double stick tape off the back of it and stick it down. And we've double checked that our Arduino will fit over top of it okay. So let's go ahead and put this in place, and we still want to make sure that it's that we have enough space before we press it in all the way to both mount our Arduino and also to we want to scoot that out just a little bit. Whew. Alright, so we've got our power distribution here, and this is for 5 volts. And so we're going to take our 5 volt power from here, and we're going to need to be careful how we route this. I think we're going to go underneath all these other wires here so that we can get the power over to where we want it. Alright. Alright, so we got 2 cut, and now I'm going to just take the wire stripper here, and we'll take off about a little less than 1/4 of an inch of insulation. Okay, there we go. And so we'll run our wire into its place where it goes to provide the power. And we can use our screwdriver to push it down into place. There we go. And we'll do the same with our positive wire. Okay. And that looks about right. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Are we still clear? It looks like we are. Okay. So now we can run power, we can run connections like this, which is for our camera over to the power here, and the camera will have power ready. So when we send the command to turn it on, there'll be power that the camera can pull from, like it would from its batteries. And again, we don't need a whole lot. We have a lot more wire than we need, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. We can always better to have too much wire than too little. There we go. All right. Okay, and this is the positive wire from the battery. And I think what we're going to do for this is we'll try and snake it underneath everything just to get it out of the way. It looks like it might be the most efficient way to get it back there. So It's a bit like threading a needle, but... Okay, so now we have power run to our camera, which is 5 volts, and that power can be accessed when we turn our camera on.